every morning when I wake up, I'm scared that I won't grow to be a black man.
Just listen to the frustration of the people, and when the people come to see you, take heed what they say.
We've been fighting the same war for 397 years.
And still nothing is being done, but our people are still dying in the street.
We do this because we need to help, right?
Don't jump there! Don't jump there!
Hold each other accountable. Don't give our young people a reason to be angry. Give them a reason to be happy. You represent our city. This is my city. I grew up here. Before there was a NORA, there was North Davidson Street. You all are our leaders. We have elected you to be here. We need you guys to support us. Bring each other.
Charlotte, North Carolina, are you ready?
Yes.
Please proceed.
Hello, I am Deborah Campbell, Assistant City Manager for the City of Charlotte.
And I am Community Relations Director, Willie Ratchford.
Our delegation is proud to represent Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. Charlotte is home to over 850,000 residents and counting. Charlotte is a city of diversity, passion, and pride. It's a city full of artists, entrepreneurs, and innovators. It's a city that has experienced tremendous growth and development.
But Charlotte has also faced significant social and economic challenges. There are segments of our community who do not enjoy the same wealth and prosperity as others. Our city's journey is no different than other cities across the country. However, what we do different is how we tell our story, and more importantly, how we shape our future.
Charlotte isn't perfect.
Charlotte is evolving.
Charlotte is healing.
Residents of the Queen City, we hear you. Your voices, a collective of frustration and anger, expressing the need for change from the Charlotte streets to our council chamber. Yes, we hear your cry for equality and justice, and our process moving forward is to move forward the quality of life for all who call this place home. We won't just be a council of women and men, but a council of action and intention, enacting policies and programs, a collaborative effort. We all have to work together to make this better. We are not blind to the disparities of our city. We recognize that some lives enjoy wealth, prosperity, and opportunity, while others face the constant struggle of finding good jobs, affordable housing, and living in a city that is dead last for upward mobility. All of this, and your distrust of law enforcement, are challenges that are no different than any other place in this country. Our love, passion, and pride for Charlotte demand action from everyone, because we are the spirit of an all-America city, and we reflect that by facing our problems head-on, with leadership and action, and every resident standing Charlotte strong. We will continue to strengthen the relationship with Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police, supporting the efforts of the police chief to rebuild trust and accountability within the community. Here is where we, a united city, can get behind our teams with our Level Up Youth Project.
I remember being followed by cops, stereotyped as a thug, just by my skin color. They think they know me.
I remember my first night on patrol as a rookie. Friday night, West Boulevard, team party. Pow! A kid shot and killed in front of me. And they want me to go to the Y and shoot basketball with them?
How do my parents expect me to go to the Y when officers are following me, observing my every single move like I'm some criminal?
How do I build a relationship with them? Go to the Y, shoot basketball with them in this uniform? Still don't see this.
All these perceptions are just misconceptions. I'm misunderstood.
I'm misunderstood. I mean, I'm more than a cop. Former professional basketball player, a father, a coach, a mentor.
Maybe I should change and be the change that I want to see.
Something has to change. It's time for me to level up to be the change.
the YMCA, CFPD, and other community partners create a Level Up, a program for teens to foster relationships, eliminate barriers to a better life, and address the social issues in our community that leads to distrust and even violence. And Level Up, teens get access to YMCAs on Friday and Saturday nights in the summer, and serves youth in the summer, and serves Charlotte's opportunity gap.
Level Up builds trust between teens and police officers, prevents crime, promotes health, and reduces academic summer regression. Trained staff and hundreds of volunteers create a safe and structured environment that also allow teens to socialize with friends in activities such as basketball, swimming, fitness, art, and they even got a free meal.
I participate in Level Up. I also serve on the student board because I see the potential of my generation and I want to be part of the solution.
Level Up gives youth positive outlets for their time and their energy. So we all
level up. And we will level up and raise the stakes to make sure this city stays great. We will also address the rising prices and rates to make sure people with lower incomes don't get displaced. We will seek to accelerate the funding for housing with the goal of creating 5,000 units of workforce and affordable housing within 3 years so those who help this city grow can afford to live here. The plan of the North End Smart District is to uplift the residents by improving their health and economic well-being, by bringing their neighborhood better jobs and access to technology. This is the spirit of an all-America city.
My name is Winston Robinson. I'm the Vice President of the Lockwood Neighborhood Association. Lockwood is a beautiful community of oak tree-lined streets, spacious bungalows established in 1906, just a half a mile from uptown Charlotte. Lockwood is also nestled right in the middle of the newly branded North End Smart District. The Smart District is an area of Charlotte where residents, nonprofit, and private sector organizations come together with technology and data to enhance the quality of life. Lockwood sounds amazing, right? Right. Which is why it's being gentrified. So, it is my responsibility as the vice president to make sure the residents who live in my neighborhood know that as long as we have been neglected, these newly acquired resources that happen to come over with the shift in demographics are as much for them as they are for anyone else.
Hi, my name is Jess George, and I'm the Community Impact Manager for Google Fiber and a 19-year resident of Charlotte. So, long before they came to me, the leaders of the 8 neighborhoods that surround the North End Smart District had been meeting for a full year. And by the time they talked to me, they knew exactly what they wanted and what they needed. They wanted resources and high-speed internet to create the Nest Learning Lab, a place where they could connect online and off. So my job as a corporate partner is to do 2 things: say yes and get out of the way. So that's exactly what we did. So last month, we opened the Nest Learning Lab, and since then, nearly every night, the space has been programmed out with workforce development, digital literacy, and neighborhood meetings, all of them led by local community leaders. Next month, we start construction on our no-cost, super-fast Google Fiber connection to the space. But I want to make a point. We are not investing in a brand. We are investing in the residents and their self-determination and vision.
Together.
We will educate together and create a strong workforce that uplifts all people together, inspiring them to do more and install a new sense of pride in where they reside. We will invest $1 million into workforce development to help our youth and individuals break the multiple barriers of employment. So we launch Project Peace to help skyrocket job training and employment in the construction industry.
Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Dick, Deputy Director of Economic Development for the City of Charlotte. And in response to the explosive but very disparate growth in our community, Partnership for Inclusive Employment and Career Excellence, or PEACE, was born. PEACE is a collaboration amongst the City of Charlotte, Goodwill, Urban League, and many members of the local business community. Individuals with multiple barriers to employment have access to job training and careers in the construction industry, and labor market shortages within that industry are being addressed.
And train and develop we did. Everybody likes a good success story, right? Right? Right. So, as a result of the workforce development and training over at Goodwill, and Urban League, we ran across Alexander. Everybody say Alexander.
Alexander.
Alexander, 24 years old. He lost his mother and became homeless. He didn't have a place to sleep. As a result of going through our programs, not only did he complete the program, he received a job, and his quote was, "I now have the money in order to have stable housing." Next, we have Raven. Everybody say Raven.
Raven.
Raven, 24 years old, single mother with no support. She went through our construction class, and she said, "I realized that I have to do it myself," because she saw the importance of education. Next, we have Coley. Everybody say Coley.
Coley.
Coley said, "Who invests in an ex-con?" The city of Charlotte. That's who. Next, we have Reginald. Everybody say Reginald.
Reginald.
Reginald has a smile that lights up the room, doesn't he? Reginald said, "I now have a career path." Having dead-end job after dead-end job, he was promoted to assistant superintendent within 6 months. That's success. And last but not least, Mr. Ravi. Everybody say Mr. Ravi.
Mr. Ravi.
Mr. Ravi, 54, Middle Eastern, migrated to Charlotte, 3 years, dead-end job after dead-end job. And guess what? He received a job and he's doing well. And his quote was, "Charlotte, you made my life." That's success.
And now, Alexander, Raven, Coley, Reginald, and Ravi, and 149 others completed and graduated from the program. Those 5 and 112 others were employed immediately upon graduation. Peace. Rebuilding Charlotte one piece
at a time.
Charlotte's future is together. Charlotte's future is owning our past, understanding our present so that we can build an equitable future.
Charlotte's future is promising.
We ask that this task of lifting up Charlotte's future be engaged by our federal, state, and local partners. Because we cannot heal and build separate. Let us weather this storm together, with hope and progress as our shelter. Do not hesitate to hold each other accountable. It will make us in Charlotte stronger and more inclusive to face the future. With all voices being raised proudly that we are Charlotte, truly an all-America city.